Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on the East Coast, and I am still Raleigh Brown after all these years here for another curve flattening concert number 325, and I welcome you aboard. Keith Shaw, the first man in. I knew he'd get here because I told him that I'd play the Hesitation Blues. And Bunny, as usual, has something else going on, but she's kind of checking in to say hello. Rhonda Scott Merrick's here, and Warren Bendler and Janelle and S.A. Tudhope and Jay Dusenberry from NorCal, and Andreas Postler from Germany. Good to see you guys here. Ken and Supa are here on YouTube. Boy, I'm wondering how to promote this thing on YouTube. I'm getting usually there's 3 people on YouTube listening, and there's, often 45 or 50 on Facebook. And I don't know quite how to promote it on there, but I'll keep trying. And Carol Pratt is here, Steve Davidson, Big Dan Daniel, Kathy Marzik, and Mike Verbick, and Charlie Beelzebub Bryant, and Connie Adams, and Tom Gillum. Hi, Tom. So getting a pretty good crowd here. I think I'll get right down to business with the song I promised to Keith Shaw, because Keith is a big fan of that whole school. Like, obviously everyone from the kind of Bay Area alternate music scene of the 70s and 80s. So I think of this as a Reverend Gary Davis tune. Keith might think of it as a Jorma Kaukonen tune. It's all the same. Johnson Hogg, good to see you. And Ann Caston. Well, I woke up this morning about 4:30. The Hesitation Blues was knocking at my door. Tell me, how long must I wait? Well, can I get you now, or must I hesitate? Yes, I'm standing on a corner with $1 in my hand. I'm looking for a woman who's looking for a man. Tell me, how long must I wait? Well, can I get you now, or must I hesitate? A nickel is a nickel, and a dime is a dime. I got a house full of children, and not one of them is mine. Early vasectomy. Speak, Miss Waterloo. The eagle on the dollar says, in God we trust. A woman says she wants a man, but she wants to see that dollar first. Can I get you now, or must I hesitate? Now, if the river was coffee and I was a duck, I'd put just a little bit of whiskey in it, and I'd dive to the bottom and never come up. I tell you, how long must I wait? Well, can I get you now, or must I hesitate? Now I ain't no doctor, I ain't no doctor's son, but I could kill a few cases till the doctor comes. Tell me, how long must I wait? Well, can I get you now, or must I hesitate? Now I ain't never been to heaven, but I've been told St. Peter taught the angels how to do the jelly roll. Tell me, how long must I wait? Can I get you now, or must I hesitate? Yes, I woke up this morning about 4:30. You know the hesitation blues knocking at my door. Tell me, how long must I wait? Well, can I get you now, or must I hesitate? The Hesitation Blues, originally by Jelly Roll Morton, but most famously played on the guitar by the Reverend Gary Davis. So I'm going to roll back here a little bit and see who all I missed. Big Dan, I saw you guys, Connie, Tom Gillum. This is where I stopped. Cliff and Ann are here. Hi, Cliff and Ann. And I said hi to Johnson Hogg. Nice to see you here, buddy. And Ann Caston, thanks for sharing. Ann shared on my page an article about Lost John Hutchison. And Tom Dietz is here, Deb Libby, Clark, Terry St. James. And Jake Boy 89. Welcome aboard, buddy. And Sartorius is here. Hi, Michael. And Toby Simmons from Encino, California. And Keith Shaw is still with us. Betsy McIntyre. Hey, Betsy. And good. I'm just glad to hear you're walking. And what else we got here? Jim Moore is here. I got to talk to you one of these days. Not today, but soon. And Kate Petrella, who I knew in 6th grade at Lincoln Elementary School. And Karen Beatty. Hi, my dear. Karen Beatty was Janice McKenzie's bestest friend ever. And she's a good friend of mine, too. And S.A. Tudhope is here. And I think I said hi to most everybody so far. Aretta and Ron, Karen Ludke, Moore Josephson, whatever, however we're supposed to shorten that. And like that. Okay, so the Little Waterloo is kicking it out here. So a little variety of things today, just favorites of mine. And this is one I try not to overplay it, but everybody likes it every time I play it. So. Well, I've been out walking. I don't do that much talking these days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do for you. And all of the times I had the chance to Well, I had a lover. I don't believe I'll risk another these days. These days. And if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song, well, it's just 'cause I've been losing for so long. Well, I keep on moving. Things are bound to be improving these days. Some of these days. These days I sit on cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones till 10. My friend, don't confront me with my failure. I've not forgotten them. That's These Days by Jackson Browne. And welcome aboard, Rendex Ugly Dude. I'll bet that isn't on your birth certificate. But if that's what you want to call yourself, it's okay by me. I could call myself Robert Zimmerman. Who knows, But I won't. So some announcements. I want to say hi to the Invisibles, people I can't see, but I know who are here. And I forgot to say hi to Billy Rubenstein, who's one of my dearest friends. He's invisible for reasons we don't totally understand. But hi, Billy, if you're here. And Linda Worster and Kit Serikaku, and Joel Biget and Kate Mack and Mario Prue, who built my other great guitar, one of my other great guitars. So that's the Invisibles, and then the schedule today I'm on right now at 3 o'clock. Tuesday, Cozy and Charlie are still on the road. They just headed up to Wyoming from Moab. I just was in touch with them this morning, and they send their regards, but they won't be doing a concert yet tomorrow. They'll probably be back next week. Or maybe the week after. But Dakota Dave Hull will be on tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 o'clock Central Time. And he's a fine guitar picker and a very entertaining fellow to boot. And an object of sartorial splendor. He dresses much better than me. I try to keep it simple. So I was thinking about an instrumental today. I was going to do a tune that I call Rowley's Rag that I named after myself because I made it up, and it's kind of in the Blind Blake style. And then I started goofing around, and I remembered a tune that I wrote long ago called Crud Bunnies. Crud Bunnies was an expletive that an old friend of mine used to use when she was angry and didn't want to use foul language. She'd say, "Oh, crud bunnies." And so I named this tune for her. And so I think I can turn it into a medley. There'll be a little bit of Crud Bunnies, then a little bit of Rowley's Rag. We'll see how it goes. I think I'll start with Crud Bunnies before I forget it. There you have it. A medley of Crud Bunnies and Rowley's Rag. So, let me see here. So I have one more song for you, and then, of course, the mantra. We'll do something with the mantra. I think I did all the announcements. Dakota Dave Hull tomorrow morning at 11 Eastern, 10 Central Time. And I will be back on Wednesday at 3 p.m. That's my schedule now. Mondays and Wednesdays at 3, Sundays at 10:30 a.m. So hope you'll all join me. We have a nice little crowd here right now. Let me say hello to some more people if there's anyone I missed. Jerry Fan Forever, I happen to know, is just Keith Shaw with another name. And did I miss anybody here? I think, Jim Greco. Hi, Jim. Jim Greco is another old friend of mine. I mean, long time friend. I guess we're not supposed to say old, even though we are extremely old. And Neon Todd. Hey, Neon. Nice to see you here. All these interesting names. So I'm playing with a thumb pick today. A lot of times, I used to play with a thumb pick and finger picks all the time. That was a vestige of studying the style of Reverend Gary Davis after I met him. And it was a very useful way to play for me for many years. And then when I started having trouble with my hands, it quit working. So I usually play with just bare fingers now. But sometimes I put on a thumb pick, and I'm thinking of using it more often. It gives a little more punch to the bass. Not that this guitar needs any more punch of any kind. It is a little cannon. So every concert I always do an original, and I'm in the act of recording a CD of originals, which is kind of out of character for me. Most of my CDs are either all instrumental or mostly instrumental. There's one that has some singing on it, a substantial amount. But I wanted to have a document, an album, a record, like we used to call them records. A record of all the songs I've written over the years, and especially the ones I've written in the last year. So this is an old one. It's really probably from the late 70s. And it's called Riding the Road. And we'll see if I remember all of it. Riding the road and moving my way from the new to the old, riding towards yesterday. The nights they get lonely, sometimes I've cried. These feelings are only the price paid for looking inside. Thinking about you and how we first met. It was so long ago, but I remember it yet. The late nights spent walking beneath the oak trees, the laughing and talking, the scent of your hair on the breeze. Time kept on rolling, it rolled us apart. We were too young to speak what lay deep in our hearts. So you must go your way, and I must go mine. A bond lies between us, unfettered by space or by time. I'll be riding the road, I'll be leaving at dawn. When that first light comes creeping, you'll find me gone. 'Cause my wheels keep on turning, but I'm glad that we met. From a beautiful girl grew a woman I'll never forget. I'll be riding the road, Lord, I'll be leaving at dawn. When that first light comes creeping, you'll find me gone. So that's called Riding the Road, and coincidentally, it's actually about the person from whom I learned the phrase crud bunnies. So there you go. What a life. So I say Deb Libby Clark there. Hi, Deb. And Jake Boy, Higher Ground is a lovely song, isn't it? It'll come up again. I try not to repeat myself within 6 weeks. That's my rule. I try to, mix it up a little bit so you don't get bored with me too fast. So, in keeping with the whole theme today, I think we'll have a ragtime mantra. And I think I'll get this like that, and then you can see, in case any of you don't know that right there is the Reverend Gary Davis, one of my great heroes, one of the great guitarists of the 20th century, and a great man to boot, a great human being. So, be happy, be healthy, be brave, and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. Much love to you all. Thank you for tuning in, and I will hope to see you again on Wednesday.